A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there on planet Earth. Welcome to my channel, the Twin Flame Union. And this is a channeling session where very clearly a divine masculine has sent out this message. And I think this channeling came to me right after I completed my previous channeling. And I was in a very playful mood, and I was with two of my dogs who are very happy dogs. In dogs also you have sleepy dogs, grumpy dogs, possessive dogs, happy dogs. Happy dogs have a different vibe. They're very playful, they're very, very cute, and all dogs are cute, of course, but these two are always up to some mischief. So while I was playing with them and my mood was really good, and I was also very happy for the divine feminines who got this very strong congratulatory message from the universe. It always feels good when you get such strong messages from the universal domain, because those are really powerful messages. And when they talk about someone who has been in this journey for so many years, it's a big deal to be in the same constant loop for 28 years, 25 years, 30 years, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. But these are very happy-go-lucky divine feminines also. They have a humor in them, some kind of humor in them. And I suddenly got this message from the divine masculine who's sitting somewhere, sitting with friends, doing something. And he suddenly has this very strong epiphany. The moment of epiphany, like an epiphany which makes him energetically, he jumps up from his seat. He goes oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You know how it is sometimes. So why he does that is because he suddenly get this very strong feeling that I can't do without this person. He is obviously thinking about the divine feminine, his divine feminine. And he has this really cute moment where he reminisces both of them when they were together having a talk about something. And it was the most humorous talk. Or, when he looks at her or when he thinks about her, she also makes him laugh. She also makes him giggle. She brings in a lot of humor. When he thinks about her, he goes yeah, she's kind of capable of doing those things, being funny, being vile, being cute, being adorable. He sees her like that. And lately he has been getting these emotions for her, because this is definitely for a divine masculine and feminine who are out of the runner-chaser dynamic, and they are clearly, we went through so much together, and could she be the one for me? Could she really be the one for me? Was she right? All the things that she said to me about true love. She can be the one who can give me true love, because she is a nice person. And why am I talking about these two dogs specifically? Because their energy, they are very loyal dogs. Being a channeler, being an intuitive reader, animal energies are very important for us. We all also have a spirit animal guide with us. For me, it was squirrel. And I always knew that squirrel was my spirit animal. And many qualities of squirrel actually go with my particular template, and they also match a lot with my human design theme. So I don't know how many of you know about human design. If you know, then please comment that you know about human design, and also write what's your human design exactly. So the spirit animals really are great guides as well, and they have a lot to do with your transformation journey. That's why I also connect a lot with Sanatan Dharam, because in Sanatan Dharam, all the gods and goddesses, even the fakirs, even the saints, they are very close to animal. So what exactly happens in this channeling is that this guy, this particular divine masculine, has been trying to be very calculative, put 2 + 2, 4, But he's actually in a different calculation, because as I said in the previous channeling, that certain things you cannot explain by formulas, by logic, by algorithms, by scientific experimentations to know that, okay, please prove it to me by science that God exists. Please prove it to me that love can be measured in some by some technology, by a weight in kilograms and grams. These are the things that you can't do. Some people try to quantify those things, and this is what he has been trying to do, that he has been trying to somehow come to this conclusion, that like, okay, trying to defy the logic, trying to be like, no, 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 she can't be the one, though he knows in his heart that she's the one. But now, so he's basically becoming very intuitive and very emotional, which he was not. And this is actually a reaction, because the divine feminine has become very intuitive, very logical. Obviously, she's intuitive, but more on many things, especially finances, business, work, dealing with people, not giving her energy to everyone, every Tom and Dick and Harry. She's become very logical, very smart in that area. And with him, he's sitting somewhere and he's thinking with universe, like he's talking to some angel, like talking to himself actually, what I see. And he goes like, when was the time she actually said that she really loves me? And she was genuine. And he jumps from his chair literally, because he goes back in time and he thinks of that vision. Like it's a vision for him right now, because he sees everything. Like as if it's on a television screen, like how she was talking to him and she was giggling and she like hugged him, or she just gave him a peck and she blushed and all of those things she did. And then she went back to do whatever she was doing. And he suddenly thought that, oh my God, because he was logic driven. So he used to think, if she's gonna cuddle me after intimacy, or if she's gonna hug me, or if she's gonna send me a message like this, or if she's gonna say I love you like in different styles or whatever, like he had his own ways of deciphering love. So according to that, he could not decipher. Back then he was like, no, she doesn't love me, she's not the one for me. But after the cycles and after all the healing work, after inner work, after separation phase, he has also learned, when you get kicks on your butt, then you learn. She got her own kicks, he got his own kicks. Both of them got the kicks and both of them learned. So now he's actually going back to that scene where he was sure that she loves him, and he went like, oh my God, she did love me. So wow, I mean, now I remember it, and she's so funny, and he loves the part about her that she's funny. And even now he thinks about all those conversations where she made him laugh, where she made him giggle, where she made him, happy in a nice way, where she didn't get offended. So he's thinking of all those wonderful things about her in terms of sense of humor, in terms of being genuine, being real. And he's just getting orgasm out of it. Like he's getting kicks out of it. He's going like, oh, this is called mental orgasm. I had once made a soundtrack called Mental Orgasm. I will share it too in the post section. But he is getting mental orgasms, listening to, thinking about. So I'll share that song, music that kind of has that feel too. He's getting excited with this mental orgasm. And this is not a orgasm which is based on some physical development. It's about how you, in your mind, you get that epiphany and then it stays and then you go like, whoa, this is like, what a feeling, man, what a feeling. And because he's surrounded by people, it's not like they're completely into his zone, but there are somewhere around. So he just randomly says, like I just feel like I was not here. I was having an out of body experience. And he's like, the friend is like, oh really? Like you were here 1 minute and you were there somewhere else. And he's like, yeah, that's how I felt. I was transported somewhere and I came back. And he would never talk all this. Let me tell you, ladies, he doesn't talk all this stuff. And he had this problem with the divine feminine. He used to have fights with her or arguments with her over her gifts or something. And he actually felt like, how it feels like going back in time, having a vision, getting that download, getting a feeling. He cannot still put it in words. Let me tell you, because that's not his area of work. He cannot put it in words. He just had this deja vu moment with her. Very intense, very beautiful, very real. So he tells his friend that, I just felt that I was not here, and the friend also like, wow. So normally even his friends were very negative and very like, like, what the fuck are you talking, dude? But he has so much intensity, because when you experience something, no, and then you talk about it, at that point in time, others also know what you're talking about. So the friend could feel it. Like he actually took it for real. Like, yeah, he really means it. Now they are having, this is a very funny channeling. I actually am having a good time channeling this. So now he's having a talk with his friend, and he's trying to, kind of justify it, because, when you have a very similar type of friend and you don't understand what love is and how it feels, when you're first time going through it, and you talk to it with a friend who's a good friend of yours, and even the friend is trying to decipher it. It's like two people are now trying to decipher it. So now, first he said, yeah, so it felt like you went in time and you came back. So he's like, yeah, man, I did feel like that, as if I was with her. And he's like, oh, it's a her. He's like, yeah, it's a her. He's like, is that the same her? Because he has spoken about the divine feminine. You may think that he has not, he does not, but he does talk a lot about you guys. I mean, you guys, when I say you guys, it's the divine feminines in the picture. You think that he hates you, he does not like you at all, and he doesn't talk to me, he doesn't call me, there is separation, it's so frustrating. But they talk a lot about you, and especially to the girls. Like, like platonic friends, when you have, like women have so many male platonic friends, and women like to talk about, sometimes, not always, you talk about your boyfriend or your husband, that my boyfriend is so stupid, so funny, my husband is, in that style they're talking. And it could very well be a girl also. It's not necessary he's talking to a guy friend only, it could be a girl. Like a girl who has very, like some girls are very tomboyish, some people are around. I do see people in vicinity. So he is telling this friend, which could be a guy, could be a girl. It can be anyone. Though initially I was seeing a guy, but now I also sense a very gossipy energy. So this guy could also have feminine energy, like, or energy of gossip girls, like, men who are raised with a lot of ladies who keep gossiping, so they get this in their nature to gossip about women, to gossip about others. It's that type of a friend. So he's like, oh really? So you're talking about a girl, you were with a girl. So what all did you imagine with the girl? Like, what were you doing? And he's like, no, I was not doing anything, but I just got like, the way she looked at me, the look she gave me, and that look kind of scandalized me. He's like, oh, so you got scared? You're scared of that girl? He's like, oh no, I'm not scared of that girl. He's like, you're scared of that girl? He's like, yeah, I mean, I want to talk to her, I want to communicate with her, but she would just, I don't know what she's going to do to me. So now they start laughing, and the friend is pulling his leg. So you're scared to talk to her, man. You're such a pansy. He's like, oh, come on, I'm not a pansy. I can go and talk to anyone. That's not a big deal. But she's different. She's a different kind of a person. She's a different kind of a deal. I don't want to mess my chances. I don't want, to go to her and she gets so mad, angry at me. Like, because she can get very angry. She has a temper. He's talking about the divine feminine, that dude, she has a temper, you don't know. She can actually beat the F out of you. And he goes like, are you serious? Yeah, I'm very serious. So they are having this really hilarious talk about the divine feminine. And now I see another person joining this conversation, who is more like a person who likes to listen in to other friends. And now this friend has started pulling divine masculine's leg by saying that, dude, you know what? There is a girl, he wants to talk to her. Keeps talking about that girl. I've been listening about this girl for so long, but he doesn't have the guts to go up to her. He's scared of that girl. Look at him. And then he starts laughing at him, and he starts mocking him, this divine masculine. Now this friend is actually saying to the divine masculine that, dude, you are so scared of her. it seems like, you look like a little mouse in front of the cat. She looks like a cat, and you look like a mouse when you talk about her. It's like the cat is actually running after you, and like a mouse, you're hiding in some corner. He's giving him those examples of Tom and Jerry. We all know about the cartoon character Tom and Jerry. And he's saying that, yeah, most guys are scared of women, some women. He is actually pulling his leg now. So the divine masculine is thinking, oh my God, what did I do? Should I have told him this or not?